Hi, you're watching TV9 News. I'm Pratibha. The 5th National Family Health Survey has been released. This is an indicator of changes in terms of population, health and nutrition for India. The detailed information shows the improvements and worries facing states and union territories. And I'm going to break it down to you to tell you the good news as well as the bad news from the survey that has been conducted. Firstly, one of the most alarming revelations from the survey is, of course, the increase in cesarean or C-section births. According to reports, 4 out of 5 children born in private hospitals are via C-section. In states like West Bengal, it is as high as over 80% as well. It's extremely alarming because the WHO recommends only 10 to 15% of the total deliveries to be via cesarean. Of course, you don't need a doctor to tell you that this is bad. This standard by the WHO was meant in 1985 and has been followed ever since after that. So while it is believed that private hospitals recommend it, of course, with an objective to make money, the pandemic has also worsened the situation, and this is because several women want to spend as less time as possible in hospitals. But from the survey, there is some positive news as well as far as the immunization is concerned. Most of the states have an increase in the childhood immunization that we have seen. There has been a drop in neonatal mortality in 15 states as well, a decline in infant mortality rate in 18 states, and an increase in the female population in 17 states. There has been a decline in fertility rate as well, with increase in contraceptive use as well. But on the flip side, there is a rise in obesity in women and children as well. The survey reveals unhealthy eating habits and a sedentary lifestyle, of course, are to be blamed for this. The data has also provided several other details on the challenges that we face. The survey shows the devastating impact that the pandemic has had on midday meal schemes. Though there are many schemes that are in place, the government has not been able to really ensure that food reaches every child in need. This in turn could lead to several other long-term issues as well, like say lower abilities in school, increased child mortality, vulnerability to diseases, chronic illnesses as well in adulthood, several other long-term problems that can come up. In fact, the survey says that 13 states and union territories out of the 22 recorded a rise in the percentage of children under 5 years who are stunted in comparison to the year 2015-16. These are some of the highlights of the NFHS data. It's an important indication as well, one that must be considered for positive intervention policies. For a start, the focus needs to be on firstly better nutrition, health and awareness programs as well to reverse some of the problems that have been identified in this survey. In fact, keeping the pandemic in mind, it's also a positive indicator to note that there has been a considerable improvement in the vaccination coverage across the country as well, especially among children aged 12 to 23 months across all states and union territories. Another positive has been women's empowerment indicators, including women with bank account as well. This, of course, portrays considerable progress. These are the results of phase 1 of the survey. Phase 2, covering the remaining 12 states and 2 union territories, had their fieldwork suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which has now, of course, resumed from November, and the results of it are expected to be completed by May 2021. So these were some of the indicators. Of course, this gives us an indication of what we as a country need to work towards. We hope the government gets to it as well, because any improvements would be positive. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section as well on what you think are the improvements. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.